All right. Are we back? Man, I don't know what happened. It's something's wrong with the encoder settings that I have on OBS. No, I just fixed it myself. I just Googled it. I'll show you the error that I was getting. The error that I was getting was this. Um, so I switched off of this encoder to a different one in OBS, and let's see what happens. So this is what I'm trying here now. We'll try this one. And see if it's any better. Did I die? No, I'm still alive. My computer, my game was fine. Nothing happened to me except for OBS. I do have the latest GPU driver, yeah, from March 18th or whatever, unless one came out today. Hey Rax, I love your stream. You carried everywhere. What about the Ballista Falco compared to the Paladin and your Rogue or Spenny? I love your stuff. So the answers to all of these kinds of questions, all of them are on. They're all updated here on Maxwell on the tier list. So the thing that's probably most important is endgame and corruption. This is leveling. Who cares? Endgame and corruption. So if you want to know how good is the Ballista Falconer, filter by Rogue, Ballista Falconer S tier. S tier. Someone was asking earlier about Erasing Strike Void Knight right there. Someone was asking about Warpath Void Knight, S tier. Your GPU driver crashed and reset. It does happen. There's nothing you can do. You don't need to change anything. It's just a GPU issue. Yeah, if you're wondering about defense, then you would take these builds and go back and compare that to the hardcore tier list, and you would see that Judgment Paladin is the only one that's also S tier for surviving. Let's say you want to kill Uber Aberoth. Here's your best chance. Is there a coincidence that the freestyle chess championship just ended and you're live? Bolo boy, no, I started streaming several hours ago. I just crashed, but who won? I saw Magnus was winning, Fabiano was winning. God, who else? I was just looking at it. I mean, I'm guessing Magnus beat Hikaru again, or Drew. Yeah. Hi, Tanya. What do I think is the most fun leveling build for a brand new player to last Epoch who prefers a ranged build? Exactly what I'm currently doing, Tanya. Okay, so let me explain something here, guys. Let me explain something. So there are a billion builds that you can make, right? So you go to the tier list, you go to the end game one, and you pick a build. If you want to play ranged, probably the coolest ranged thing you can play next league is Heartseeker Marksman. Okay, so Heartseeker Marksman is a rogue. In the next patch, you can change your ascendancy. So rogue can be a falconer, it can be a blade dancer, or it can be a marksman. We're going to finish as a marksman, obviously. But the real question is since we can pick our own ascendancy while we're leveling, what's the best leveling build for a rogue? So if you click leveling here, you will see there's only 5 choices. There's only one for each base class. There's no marksman leveling guide because all rogues should level as a falconer. Even if you don't want to be a falconer, you level as a falconer because it's so much stronger. That's what I'm playing right now. I just did a full run. I'll have a guide for you on it. And anyway, this is a ranged build. Look, I'm throwing ranged spinny bobs anyway. But no matter whether you want to play Paladin, Void Knight, or Forge Guard in the Sentinel, you will level as a Paladin because Paladins level faster with Javelin. So the first thing that you do is you go to the tier list, click Endgame and Corruption, and pick the build you want to play. It's pretty simple. If you pick something from S or A, you'll have a godly build. Simple as that. Once you've picked it, you pick Marksman. Marksman is a rogue. Go to leveling guides and follow the rogue leveling guide, and you'll understand what you're going to be leveling as. Is the red ring as hard to get as people say it is? Yes, it's very difficult to get, unless they changed it. It's a very end game item. You can tell how rare an item is by at the bottom, it's Rune of Ascendancy chance. So you have a 1 in 733 chance of making this with a Rune of Ascendancy. What about the bow? 1 in 9. What about this? 1 in 928. 1 in 14. 1 in 21. This, you can't even do it because it drops from a dungeon. This is 1 in 23. Red ring is one of the rarest items in the game. Your chance of getting a 4 legendary potential red ring is 1 in 332 billion. 1 in 332 billion chance. What are the chances on the gloves? 1 in 9.6 trillion. But guys, people keep going here and saying, why does Maxroll show all the godly shit that I'll never have? Guys, click the starter build. If you're a shitter, click on the starter build. That's what you start with. I said name this the shitters. They said no, we're going to name it starter. I said that's the wrong move, but whatever. Chipotle today? Dude, I should get Chipotle today. By the way, guys, I said this earlier. By the way, guys, interesting thing today. Today is the lowest weight I've been in the last 10 years. Today is the lowest weight I've ever been on stream, streaming for 6 years. I've lost 19.5 pounds since January 1st. I have to lose 10.5 more by middle of May. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm trying. I went on a long walk with Callie in the morning. Been drinking just water and coffee. I've been eating so little calories. I haven't hardly been eating any carbs, no sugar. Yeah, I'm down 19.5 pounds since January 1st. How do I feel? Terrible, actually. I feel terrible. I feel tired, nauseous, starving, exhausted, and poisoned. I feel terrible, but I have lost a lot of weight. Yeah, I just need more fizz res. All right, let's finish the run, guys. Let's restart the run on 9. What are the... Yeah, I think I might make an exception today just with how I feel. I might... Well, actually, I'm still going to eat healthy, but I might get a Chipotle bowl that's higher in calorie today. Like, I might get like double rice, double meat. Not going to put sour cream on it. Not going to put cheese on it. Not going to get the tortilla. But I might put guacamole on there as well. Avocados are a very healthy fat and probably a good source of calories. I gotta eat something more than nothing because I'm starting to actually just feel sick all the time. Yep, I put the beans on there because the beans are fiber, right? We got to get our fiber going. This guy can absolutely kill me, by the way. He almost did. The hot, yeah, all the salsas are pretty fair game. The salsas are pretty low in calories. I'll probably put the hot salsa on there. Salsas are fine. They're kind of high in sodium, but I'll take this shrine for the boss fight, by the way. Oh, it's not the one I wanted, but it's better than nothing. No problem. Okay, that's it. I do not think that... This will be really funny if I'm wrong, but I do not think anything else can kill me here. I don't think anything else can kill me here. I think we're in the clear here. So another successful run. I wanted this run more than anything to actually really simulate how I would play. Because I would play more cautiously on the actual run than I usually do in these speed runs. So I went a little bit slower. I made sure that, tried to make sure that they had no, on the most dangerous zones, that I actually full cleared everything to not even give them the chance to kill me. I think I did a good job of that. This is probably the safest run I ever did. And I was hoping to get a sub 150 here. And I think we will be able to do that. I think we'll get a sub 150 here, I'm thinking.
Not happening. Not happening.
I'm going Heartseeker, yep. And after this, I'm going to do a Paladin Speedrun, because you guys have been begging me to see that. So we'll do that right after this. Paladins can survive so much better than this class. It's not even close. Coming up here, guys, at the end of this zone, I have to fight the Icicle boss. This is by a mile, the hardest boss, not only in this campaign speedrun, but maybe in any campaign ever. So I'm gonna need, if you don't mind, complete silence in the chat while I fight him. He's just up here in this next room. Okay, here we go. Me versus the Icicle boss. Here we go. Okay, fight's over. Thank you. You don't have to fight him. You just walk past him. Don't tell EHG.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
You don't have to kill it. Nope.
Happening.
Your love
Not happening.
Ah! Oh! Am I dead? Wait, I just... Oh!
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Left is locating the lance. We have tell me more. Little Emperor on our journey.
Not happening.
Yes.
I know of course. All that is left is to take the lance and bless
Not
it.
happening.
Yes.
Done. Maybe we should make sure. 15 and 15, 8 of 8. Yep. 148. Nice and easy. Never really close to losing other than when I jumped under the effing map. Clean. Why are my skills different from the max roll guide? Well, they can't be because I'm doing the max roll guide. How could they be different? That can't be a thing. That can't be a thing. Why is there a thing with frost wall on my screen? Do I even have dive bomb yet? Do I even have dive bomb? No, I don't even have dive bomb yet. So I would use it if I had it. I don't have it yet. Not high enough level. I'm using aerial assault. I'm using smoke bomb. I'm using falconer, and I'm using umbral blades. Aerial assault, smoke bomb, falconer, umbral blades. I'm doing exactly the guide. What do you mean? I'm doing exactly the guide. My videos on last Epoch is what made you start playing it. You appreciate it. Keep up the good work. I'm about to post multiple leveling guides and multiple endgame guides, and also like a starter guide. I do take passives in a different order, because if I take the passives in the order that max roll tells me, I will not get aerial assault in Act 7. So I reverse the 9 points in Blade Dancer. I put them in Falconer first, then I put them in Blade Dancer so I can grab aerial assault in Act 7. That's the only change I make in the entire leveling guide. Otherwise, I follow it exactly. And the way that they tell you to do it, is, I think, how you should do it. You should follow the guide and not what I do. Because what I do is for like going for world number 1, trying to be number 1 on the ladder. What they have you do is they give you, I think it's haste, and then the 40% or 50% extra damage. Yeah, it's the melee damage and the movement speed and 50% increased damage. So those two things are super, super god tier. Whereas I give up all of that just to get this skill earlier. So in my guide, I will tell you to do what the guide says. Don't do what I do. It is going to be way cleaner to take Pursuit into however the hell you say that, Skia Synthesis. I think Ballista Falconer is S tier next season. I wonder why does Tarek put 5 points in this instead of maxing this? Is the Falcon really worth it? I would think that putting the 7 points here would be better. The Falcon is pretty good. I mean, let me go walk out there and let me watch my Falcon melee something. The Falcon lowers the CD on aerial. Where can I read the tooltip for air?
Not happening.
I want to see what kind of damage does my Falcon do over here. Tanya gifted 10 subs. Thank you so much, Tanya. I appreciate you. Jay-Z, Via Texan. You've been enjoying my content. You hope I fix my health. Thank you, man. I don't know, man. I would say my Falcon's pretty useless. Look at him. At this stage, early on, he's a god. Early on, my Falcon rules. Look at my Falcon now. He doesn't do anything. Look at me. Boom. I kill everything instantly. Like, I don't know. Like, am I missing something? I don't know. Why? Oh. Oh. Oh, I see why. Oh, I'm such a stupid idiot. This is just giving you flat throwing damage. This is just giving you flat throwing damage. How do you... Don't you hold Alt to mouse over it? How do you read the wing burst thing? Oh, you can't mouse over it. It just gives you the tooltip at the bottom. hold Alt mouse over. It doesn't let me do that. Hold Alt. Is it an option? Can I look it up in the game guide? Nope. Is this what this means? This maybe? Is that what it's called? A radial menu? Yeah, I saw someone comment on my YouTube video about last Epoch's new patch, and they posted, "This is a bullshit trash game. They never update anything, and I will never play an ARPG again that doesn't have WASD." And I was like, how tall was the tree that you fell out of and landed on your head on? Because they updated literally everything, and there's WASD in the game. Like, has there ever been a human being with a lower IQ than you? No, not you. I'm talking about someone that left a comment on my YouTube. Unless it was you. I'm talking about someone who, I don't know. I don't know their name. Don't make Heartseeker popular. I want to play that without inflation. People have said that to me before. They're like, Rax, I want to play the build that I know you're going to promote in PoE. Don't promote that build, because then the prices of everything are going to be triple. And I'm like, bro, I think that you think I have way more power than you think I do. If I make a leveling guide, that doesn't mean that everyone just does it and buys everything. Am I gonna play? Am I gonna play the hardcore race? Yep. I just did a run. 148. You probably can't see it because of my webcam, but 15 of 15 passives, 8 of 8 idols. Campaign cleared. And I would go to the end game, and I'm almost level 41. So, yeah, I did 144. I did 144 yesterday. I think I can actually, believe it or not, I actually think I could go faster than 144. But there's a very specific reason why this run was slower. This run, I tried to actually simulate a season start, meaning I killed the goblins. I farmed a little bit extra XP. In the super dangerous zones, I didn't just run through them and pray. I slowly walked through them and killed every monster, so they didn't even have a chance to kill me. I was really never close to dying in this run. So that 148.0, that's a time I could actually get on Thursday. When would I switch to Heartseeker? You want to know what? If I'm being honest, not quickly. I think I will play this in the entire regular monolith. I'll play this for 7 monoliths. I might not switch to Heartseeker until I get the bow to drop. I'm at least level 70 and I have the bow drop. That's probably when I'll switch. There's a new season on Thursday. It's the biggest update to the game ever. What bow? Dragonfire? Dragonspire? It's not a rare one. I always play SSF. I've never played Merchant's Guild before. I only play SSF. Dragon Song. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Do you guys want to see a Paladin run? Are you interested in that? Paladins are real good. Paladins are real good. Like, they don't give a shit about anything. Paladins don't give a French toast about anything. They have such high defense. They just absolutely cruise.
In the beginning.
They don't care about anything. All right. I actually don't know this leveling guide, so I'm gonna try to memorize the entire leveling guide by looking at it here for a second. So let me try to memorize this. I actually don't quite know. I don't even know what it is. So let's see. Okay, we spec hammer throw for 1 level. Okay, I'm not doing that. Hammer throw, then you respec it Rive. Then we take healing hands. And then don't put it on your action bar. Okay. Paladin Mastery, we get Holy Aura. Specialized Javelin. Okay. This is the part I have to memorize. All right, so let me see if I can make this happen. So Okay. Double the effect for a two-hander. Okay. I see. So we attack faster, we shred armor, and then we skip the third strike forever. We wear two-hander, and we're trying to spawn the forged weapons and the forged weapons shred. Okay, so it's 1, 3, 1, and then 1 in the 3 for 4, and then far right to skip the third strike. That's very easy to remember. I will not forget that. All right. Now, how do I do this? Okay, we don't actually put this on our bar. It's the chance on melee hit. Two on the right, 2 on the right, 1 and then down, left for 3, and then bottom middle. 4, 1, 1, the left for 3, bottom middle. Okay, I can remember that. Javelin. I know what I know what this is. We go for this first, right? We go for Holy Trail. Then we max the right thing. We take that one thing, and we max the top left. Left side, Holy Trail, top right, then the other top right, and then top left. Okay, that's easy. Okay, then what? All right, let's see here. 4, 2, 1, 1, 1. Then we max the 4, and then we go up and right to pull in enemies. I don't really know how that's going to help me because I'm killing everything with Javelin, but that's fine. So we max the 4 of 4, and then up and right to pull. Then we max the bottom middle, go up and left. Okay. Here we pull that 4 of 4, and then we take the top left. Okay, the top left. Then here's an entirely new skill. 5 of 5, and then the bottom thing. And then we go up and right. 5 of 5, then down and left, and then we go up and right on Symbols of Hope. All right. So just trying to make sure I've got this memorized. All right. We're going to test ourselves here in a moment. This is definitely new. This is definitely new. So I had never seen this. Eight, 5, 1, 1, 5. Okay. Oh, it's a lot to remember. All right, I got to memorize 15 points on 4 skills. That's 60 things. Then I have to memorize like 40 passives. This is also different. 5, 4, 1, 10. It's going to be till like here. 5, 4, 1, 10, 5, 5, and then back for 5. 5, 4, 1, 10, 5, and then back up for 5. And the first one was 5, 5, back for 8, 1, 1, 5 in the middle. And this one is 5, 4, 1, 10, 5 in the top right. And then it's 5 at the beginning above the first one. Okay, I think I can remember all of this, but let's just see. Let's try it. All right, so let me think about this. So Rive goes here, here, here. Then you add the fourth thing. Then you go over here. Then you max this, and then you go up here twice. That's Rive. Javelin, you go this way, Holy Trail, 3 here, 1 here, 4 here, then you take this path. Healing Hands, that's where, is that the one where we go max this, and then we go, is it here, here, this way, 3 here, and then here? We have Symbols of Hope. That's where we get the 5 rainbow on the left. Then we go down this way. And then is it this way? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we do there. Then in the Paladin tree, it's 5, 5, 8, 1, 1, 5. I'm certain of that. And then or this is the Sentinel tree. Then the Paladin tree is 5, 4, 1, 10, 5, 5. All right, let's check our work here. That should be close to right. Let's see here. Rive is exactly what I said. Healing Hands is 4 here. It should be right, actually. 4 here, this way, and then circle around. That's exactly it. Javelin, I know Javelin. I know what it is. Oops. I know Javelin. Javelin is here, max this, 4 in here, and then up this way. Yeah. Now this is the one I was confused on. I said the rainbow, and then down and left. So I got that part right, and then what? Oh, okay. So this part I got wrong. It's not this, it's this way. And I'm almost certain I got the tree right. So the tree is, I know what the tree is. The tree is 5, 5, up to 8, 1, 1, 5. So 5, 5, up to 8, 1, 1, 5. And then it's 5, 4, 1, 10, 5, 5. 5, 4, 1, 10, 5. Oh, I forgot the 5 right here. I'll obviously know to take that. I'll obviously know to take this because I can literally can't put in the points, right? Until you put 5 in there. But I missed that. So it's 5, 4, 5, 1, 10, 5. Then this 5, then this 5. All right. Sorry. Okay, so one more try. So Rive is 1, 3, 1. Then you make this a 4. Go over here. Then you make this a 4, 1, and 1. That's definitely Rive. Healing Hands is 4. Here, here. Then we go this way. And then we max this. I think it's 3. And then we go here. Javelin, I know Javelin. Up, up, here, 3, 1, 4, then this way. I know Javelin. Symbols of hope is rainbow down here, and then we go up. This is the part I got wrong. Last time I put it over here, it's actually here. Then the tree is 5, 5, 8, 1, 1, 5, and then the paladin tree is 5, 4, 1, 10, 5, 5, 5. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Now I'll start playing for 2 seconds and forget it all. No, I should be able to remember it. But wait a minute. Now I need to understand something, though. Um... An ornate scepter requires level 36? The thing is the holy trail of the javelin is what does all of our damage, and that scales off of spell damage, but Writhe scales off of our swingy bob. So we use a swingy bob until 26? Dude, this is required level 25. Uh, okay, so Paladin leveling filter. Huh. I've actually already kind of made this, because Forge Plate and Spiked Helmet correct. I even have it recoloring shields. Recoloring wands as well. And I even have it recoloring it at the right spot. Okay. But this is not exactly correct, though. This is going to have to be higher level, like 20-ish. This is not exactly right, though. I could make this better. So if I copy this, we need to change this to also scepters. And the subtypes need to be oak, ornate, ice, auric. I don't think we're going to be able to get... So these 5 types of shields doesn't make sense. And this, let's color this pink and color this pink. Okay. Okay. I think that should be actually really good. Hmm. Why does this exist? Could make this like okay. Yeah, I think it's going to get too I could make it more complicated, but I'm thinking I shouldn't. I think I'll just leave it like this. All right. Okay. I think this loot filter is going to be great. Okay. Sorry. Let me just do it one more time in my mind real quick. Rive is 1-3-1, 4 right side, 4 up and right. I know that. Healing Hands, 4 left, down and left, or right, down and right, I mean. Full left, bottom, middle, up and left. Javelin is up, left, up. Holy Trail, 3-1-4, left side. And then Symbols of Hope is rainbow, bottom left, 2 points in the up and right. I know that. And then the Paladin tree is 5-5-8-1-1-5. That's the rogue tree. I mean, Paladin tree is 5-4-1-10-5-5-5. Yeah. So I do want to see one thing though. I want to see on Healing Hands how far left we go. I think it's, is it 4-1-1-1-3-3-1? I think it's 4-1-1-1-3-3-1. Yes, that's exactly it. Okay. And then it's lunge on the bar, not Healing Hands. As a procs off of Rives, it's 100% chance on melee hit from this node. Okay. All right. Javelin is different in game. What do you mean? You mean like it's different from the next patch? Is that what you mean? Hey Rax, is that Sentinel skipping Lagan? Or does my first character clear Lagan? I never fight Lagan in the campaign. You do not have to fight him. The 1.2 tree is slightly different. Okay. I'm gonna just do whatever the new tree is, even if it's wrong right now. I'll just do it the. Why? There has to be a reason here. Why does he do it like that? There's got to be a reason. Ah, yes. It's to get the 5 all res. Yeah, it's completely different. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see. So you just go here for the all red. I see. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I see the difference. Still good for my build though, what we're doing, but the 15 all res is why. I see. Okay. Yeah, I see. It's a good point. Aloha, Strudel, Zillin, Afal, thanks for the primes, guys. Go for Holy Aura instead of Sigil of Hope. Sigil of Hope is completely different next patch. I'm sure you're right, but I'll just play whatever they give me. I'll just practice for the next season. Okay. Let's reset this. I don't have a time for Paladin. So let's let me make this real quick. I will not be able to do this as fast as Rogue. That's for sure. I have no idea. I'll give myself, let me see. What happens if I give myself 20 minutes on each split? 220. I hope to God I'm not going to do it in 220. Should be faster than that, but should be a lot faster than that. All right. Ready? All right. Let's try this. Let's see how we can do. Okay, ready? 230 is your PB with Sentinel. All right, we're going to try to beat Defy's PB of 230. We're going on 9. What are they?
This land is peaceful. I must warn them before Raya scorches this place.
So I'm just trying to keep all those numbers and points memorized in my head here.
I cannot do that.
Okay. So what we do at the start here is what we call the 420 Blaze It strat. Notice how I hug the right side to drag more monsters. Holy shit, this starter skill sucks. Is this thing for real? This thing doesn't do anything. Is the basic attack better than this? Thank God I got Warpath. Sweet baby Jesus. Is that 25 health? That's a perfect implicit lit. Last Epoch. Vengeance? Like are you fisting me right now?
I cannot do that.
Are you fisting me with vengeance here? Okay, so what we do here is we kill the plants. Oh, shrine here? I didn't even know that was possible. Feels good to be on the streamer client. Man, this starter zone skills pretty much the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. My God, I cannot believe how bad this is.
When you arrive, are you no, come?
Okay, we got a hammer throw. That's got to be better than literally anything here. Okay, the hammers are good. Okay, the hammers are beautiful. That's good. Another amulet? Pick it up! Ugh, God! 5 health, by the way. I'm gonna go get this. Drops gold. Thanks, Satan. Okay, hammer throw is actually cheating. If I catch any of you guys using hammer throw early on, I'm calling the police. The skill is unbelievably good. Okay, that's the worst garbage I've ever seen. Don't want that either. Probably should have kept it just to sell it. Okay, we need a two-hander. Does percent lightning damage on a weapon work for skills which are converted to poison damage? It should say in the tooltip. The tooltip usually tells you like how the conversions work. Okay, I need silver ring. That's not a silver ring. I need boots with movement speed on them. 80% chance to chill. Double melee increased damage. Okay, we're going to be smacking them with a staff here, boys. We want to be entering the door at 4:20. Blazed it. We entered at 4:32. The run is already completely lost. We're 12 seconds behind pace. Terrible. Sometimes there's a shrine on the right here. We didn't get the shrine. Okay, quitting. Hate my life. I am not going to spec hammer throw for 1 level. Marauder's Traveling Staff. Okay, this is actually cheating. First of all, I want lunge to be here. Let's put hammers here. Going the wrong way, by the way. That's how good I am at this game. God, I'm a piece of shit. Short spear, don't want that. What is this? Throws hammers. God, I love life. Yep. How those hammers feel? Not too good, huh? Yep. Yep. How those hammers feel, bitch? Greatest fight of my life. God, I love life. Another shrine. Cast a lightning bolt? Yep. Yep. It's begun, guys. Spec Rive. Yes. Yes. Paladins are cheating. If I see any of you guys playing Paladin, I'm calling the police.
I cannot do that.
Ow, ow, what? Why am I getting so murdered by this guy? Bitch. What? Attack!
I cannot do that.
Level 6 lit! Alright. This might be challenging. Here we go, boys. I'm going straight for the archers. Watch this. Archer, archer, archer. Okay, I think the archers are dead. Absolutely shit on.
This way. You're here to help. Protect the drink.
You're in trouble? I'm sorry, dude. You're on your own. 16, 10, 26, 32. Okay. Easy. Please give me a shrine. May I has a shrine? Lit. Alright. Warpath. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. God, I love cheating. I didn't need to do that. Free XP. God, I love free. Free XP. Free XP. Easy. Yep, yep. Easy. Oh, yes. God, I love doing nothing. Okay. This is garbage. This is garbage. This is garbage.
I'm sure you have questions, but let me first check and make sure the Epoch's safe.
Okay, we need some silver rings here, boys. Can I buy a vowel? An S. 1 silver ring. This is 35, so this is actually better.
Right.
Nope, nope, nope. Where you going, buddy? Stop that. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, guys, I will never, ever play POE2 or any other game other than Last Epoch ever again. And by the way, when I go No Rest for the Wicked later on, then at that moment, I will only play No Rest for the Wicked for the rest of my life. And then when POE1 comes out at the end of May, that's also the only game I'm ever going to play again. What were those red things? A root staff and a great mace. Got a regular mace. I don't know about a regular mace, but a great one? That's a completely different story. A great mace is not something you run into every day, you know?
I cannot do that.
It doesn't act... None of that actually matters, because... Cast Rip Blood? Lit. I want this pike. This thing. Arena helm, huh? Okay, well. It says wait until you have 5 points in it.
You're here for the Epoch. Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine. Call
Prepare for the most impressive fight you've ever seen. Yep, right now. God, this is so impressive.
the Epoch is ours. Raya, aid me.
Impressive, 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 impressive. Boom.
Raya.
He's back. He's been.
You're back. Lena, I'm so sorry to you too.
1543, so I'm 1 minute behind. I'm 1 minute behind my rogue, which is actually super great. I'll take that.
What is this place? Where did the Osprix go? I'll have to check my surroundings. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. And who are you? I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Okay. I don't think you have to talk to that guy, so I'm not going to talk to him. That guy can go to hell. Silver ring. Yes, 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 yes. 8%. Lit. Yes. God, I love life.
I cannot do that.
Gods be with you. Stay safe.
I cannot do that.
8% is a perfect implicit on a silver ring. Easy.
I cannot do that.
I would love a shrine. 100 crit. Easy. Easy.
I cannot do that.
100 crit, 100 crit.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Regenerates health. I don't like that guy.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
What brings you here? Terra's grace be with you.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I'm a new player just wondering what build will I be playing? I'm going to be playing a brand new build that isn't in the game right now called Heartseeker. It's going to be big good. I expect most people to play Heartseeker. It's a
Cannot do that.
bow and arrow shooty build that murders everything.
I cannot do that.
I'll have a guide on it on YouTube if you want to play it. It will murder everything.
Keep them off me.
Oh, this guy's getting absolutely shit on. Damn it, I wanted that belt. Fellow Sentinel practicer, yes, sir.
The gods have long left this world, but their memory will give you
16 lightning res. Not exactly what I wanted, if I'm being honest. 4 health on kill, increased fizz damage. That doesn't help me either. Because we're about to be doing, I think it's half fire, half lightning damage. Any shrines? Shrine lit. Holy meteors descend on my foes. Easy. %9 implicit, much better than a 7 implicit.
I cannot do that.
Yeah, the Holy Meteor Shrine is like actually cheating. I love cheating.
I cannot do that.
Okay, that's not a shrine. No! Damn it. Wrong button. I should have picked up that health shard, by the way. That was definitely a mistake. No! Why do I keep doing that? God, I'm a noob. This is definitely slower than... Okay, this is going to be an interesting fight. Probably actually going to be real tough. Not so easy here. Okay, I almost have one of them dead. 1 hour boss fight here. That was horrible.
What? Goodbye. Bah. Hammy, please stop him.
This is a 3 implicit with 8 health. That's a 6 implicit with dodge. Let's do this so we get the health. Might be the wrong choice for Paladin because Paladin is so strong. But it's fine. Don't need either of those. I just got hit for 99% of my health. I hate my life. Can I have a shrine one time? I don't really need this or this either. Man, I'm not looking forward to this fight, if I'm being honest. Feeling pretty weak right now, if I'm being completely honest. Okay. Does it take 20 minutes per act? Depends on how experienced you are. 20 minutes per act for somebody that doesn't practice all the time is in an insane time. 20 minutes per act if you practice is not all that good. This is my first run, though, so we'll see what happens. Is 4 hours to finish the campaign good? I would say that's good. You're going to be way ahead of most people with that kind of a time. You'll be way ahead of most with that time. I have no plans to go Erasing Strike, but that is going to be a very, very good build. I am not personally going to go Erasing Strike, but that is going to be an amazing build. Okay, I got a lot of choppy bobs now. We have many choppy bobs. Okay, I'm doing so much damage here now. This is stupid. Are you seeing how strong I am here? What is this? Oh, just 2-shot an elite. No problem. Oh, just 1-shot everything. Okay. Okay. Legendary ring. Chance to gain haste. That sounds kind of good.
Cannot do that. Cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Got a set item over there. Alright, let's check it out. A belt. What does this belt do? Minion damage. That's the kind of worthless garbage I've been looking for. Minion damage. Do my little Jim Bobs count as minions? My little swordy boys? Alright, there you go, Jim Bobs. Can I just stand in this? I probably can't stand in that, right? Sir, you're getting shit on.
The void gave him such power. If only it hadn't taken his mind as well.
I'm still only about a minute behind my rogue, which is actually kind of crazy. I'm surprised that I'm even close. I'll take it.
Then close
Paladin.
your eyes and focus on the potential. I see that you are still you. That's
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to pause the timer here. Callie has to go to the bathroom. Let me let her out.
is to
Callie, do you need to go potty? You need to go potty? Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna say from the reaction of chat, Vince must have done something to really bother people. Okay, well, am I gonna speedrun in season 2? Yes. Okay. Let's get going here, guys. Let's go at 9. What does this thing do? Armor void res. What does this thing do? Chance to ignite on hit.
I see.
Does it have any good mods on it? Health. Lightning res. Why do I keep getting lightning res? 6 health. This has fizz res on it. Let's swap it. What timer do I use to track it? It's called Live Split. Live Split.
Stand down or die. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Release freezing waves. Okay. That's probably good, right?
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Yeah. I cannot do that.
All right, here we go.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Ha! I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot.
Okay, we have a shrine. That's beautiful. Summon a beetle. That's not beautiful. Not what we wanted at all.
I cannot do that.
Yeah, when I get Javelin, this is going to be a lot better leveling experience. Right now, we just have piece of shit skills.
I cannot do that.
It'll get better. Yes, walk that way, Mr. Goblin. That's perfect. Iron Cuirass. Strength Void Res. It's got to be better, right? It's a pretty nice Cuirass. Don't need that. Don't need that. shit, I didn't mean to do that. Forestry Axe. 25 melee fizz. It's a bad implicit.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Yeah, that rewind stuff, I hated it actually. 4%. Throwing attack speed, spell damage. Spell damage? That's actually important for what I'm about to spec to. I think I'll switch it. Okay, I can absolutely die in this zone. I don't have a health potion somehow.
I cannot do that.
I didn't even have Holy Aura turned on. That's what a piece of shit I am. God, I can't wait till I get my javelin going here. Single target is good. It's the goated song. It's Mortal Kombat. Okay, this zone is probably going to kick my ass, so...
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
We're going to take this one a little bit slower than normal. Because I would like to live if possible. Living is pretty good.
Do that. I cannot do that.
Insane how much easier this zone is if you just go monster by monster instead of running through it. No problems there. Okay. See how this part goes. Insta deleted. Got a gobstopper right here. One-shotted. Easy. Dark Refuge axe, huh? Absolutely destroyed. Oh my god, the body blocking! I'm summoning sword minions with Rive, yes. That is what's happening.
Farewell.
Yes?
I fucking rolled! What?
I cannot do that.
When is it starts on the 17th.
Do that. I cannot do that. Stand down or die. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
What in there? What?
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. do that. I cannot 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 do that.
You want Chick-fil-A? Could get Chick-fil-A. I can just have some chicken with no bread and no sauce. That works for me. I can eat pretty healthy.
I cannot do that.
Just get me like 12 nuggets, no sauce. That can be
I cannot do that.
close to all of my food for the day. No fries, no drink, no sauce. Only chickie.
I cannot do that.
Raid. Lolcohol. What's up, man? Thank you so much for the raid. What's up, dude? Did you bring your friends here to learn how to not speedrun last Epoch? Because you came to the right place, man. We're talking about Chick-fil-A. You a Chick-fil-A fan?
I cannot do that.
I seem to know what I'm doing. Appearances can be deceiving, my friend. We're doing our first Paladin run practice. What the? Excuse me, sir. Can you stop doing that? We're about to be a javelin boy. Again? He threw that one in the air. Bullshit. Okay, everything you dropped is absolute garbage. Are you playing Last Epoch, Lolcohol? Are you gonna fry? What are you gonna play? I'll get you back, buddy. Thanks for the raid. Poison res, huh? That could be helpful someday. What does this have? This one also has poison res. It's just worse. Excuse me, people. This guy's gonna drop me a legendary. You guys are not gonna believe what I'm about to get. Watch this. Watch this one. A helmet. Okay. Does not fit in inventory. Sick. Sick. Why are there so many monsters on me? I'm dead? What is this? Can you guys just die? Well, rip speedrun. Why do I have so much crap? Get this shit out of my inventory. What does this thing do? Cold res, freeze multiplier, cold skills? That thing is completely useless. Jesus. Thank God for this maelstrom thing. Kill all these guys. Screw these guys. Screw you. Screw you. Yep, get this guy. Alright. Now we're going to actually be strong. Ready for this, boys? 2 skills acquired. Healing hands in. Javelin. Now we're a javelin boy. Okay, I can't even use javelin yet. It won't do anything right now without Holy Trail. Oop. Stand down or die. That's a pretty Giga Chad voice line if I do say so myself. How much to privately handhold you in last Epoch? Do you actually want help? I'll help you. What, sorry. I'm sure he answered, but I was too busy getting my ass kicked. What build are you going, Lolcohol? I have a 144 PB, all idols and passives, which... You're going to play whatever I play. Okay. I'm going to put up a video tomorrow morning with the leveling guide and telling you like exactly like... I'm probably going to do... I'm going to put up 3 guides. I'm going to put up a leveling guide for what I'm doing, a leveling guide for Paladin, and then an actual campaign walkthrough of me telling you exactly what I'm doing at all moments and why. All 3 of those videos are going to be on my YouTube. But I can also just straight up help you like on your stream if you want. All right. I'll help you. Okay, I have 0 potions for this boss. What could go wrong? Wake up, Jim Bob. I'm not gonna... Yeah, that's right! Where did these guys come from? Dude, they're so lucky I don't have my javelin yet. Pieces of shit. You're so lucky. What are these noises? Are you slaying a pig? Ah. Welcome to the stream, buddy. You must have never watched me before. This is par for the course. I don't think you're good. If you don't like what you've heard so far, I would strongly recommend leaving. It's only going to get worse from here. God, you guys are so lucky. D4 bad. God, I haven't heard that in a while. That's still a thing, huh? Okay, I need one more level. I need one more level on my javelin. Then my javelin will actually do things. This guy's getting absolutely shit on. Oh my god. God, you guys are lucky I don't have my javelin. Blighted Oak Scepter. Isn't that like Biss? By the way, do I have a shield? Okay, I do. You better go eat, but you're stoked for a deep dive tomorrow? Alright, man. I'll look for your stream. What time are you planning on streaming tomorrow? From when to when? Oh my. Okay. Oh, is that fire starter torch? Oh my god, I almost got so excited. Guys, I almost got a fire starter torch. Stun chance. Why do I keep getting such weird shit? Okay, so this split has been absolutely horrible. It's because I didn't have javelin. Okay. Now I have javelin. Now I have javelin. Boom. All right. It's javelin time, boys.
Greetings. Do not dwell on the regret.
Rax is the ARPG God certified. 12 spell damage. Okay, so this is going to be... This is going to be Rive. This is going to be Javelin. Okay. Now we win. Now it's over. Now we have Javelin, it's over. Alright. I think this is actually better than mine. Watch, guys. Walk in a straight line, throw a javelin. Throw a javelin. Throw a javelin. They're all dead. Throw a javelin. It's over. I won. Throw a javelin. Throw a javelin. It's only going to get worse from here for the monsters. Right now, they can actually stand to be in my javelin for a little bit, but they won't be able to very soon.
I cannot do that.
Damage bad. Yeah, right. These guys are about to get cooked. It's a win, boys. Okay. We need spell damage. Spell damage. We have 17 spell damage on that. Yep, this is the...
Yes? I see.
All right. Should be pretty good. Just throwing some shit away here that I don't need. What will be good for hardcore? This Paladin. Paladin's the best. They very quickly become unkillable. All you do is run forward and throw javelins. Throw a javelin, run. Throw a javelin and run. Throw a javelin. They're all dead. That's it. Throw a javelin, run. Drag him through your fire. Oh! Body blocking me? Smart. Smart. Imagine body blocking in ARPGs. That was not the direction I wanted to throw that javelin. Javelin, you're all dead. Javelin. And the whole line is dead. Javelin. Easy. Ooh, a shrine. Love a shrine. Javelin. Kite him through the fire. Ha 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 ha. Fire. Ha ha. Easy. Just walk in the fire and they'll follow you because they're dumb. It's only going to get worse for them from here. I'm just going to keep getting stronger. It's only going to get worse. Javelin ramps pretty hard. Should grab that shrine there. Oh well. Yeah, you don't need Warpath at all. Warpath is just there for fun. Just make them walk in the fire. Oak Scepter, how good is that? This has spell lightning damage on it. It's kind of counterintuitive, but spell damage is what increases the the fire damage on the javelin.
I cannot do that.
Easy. Mr. Gabi, that's where my fire is. Don't stand there. Heater shield, huh? "41 armor, block chance, blah, 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 blah." I wish I knew ice marker. Thank you so much for the prime. Let's see here. The other one has 11 Ellie res. It's probably better, right?
I cannot do that.
We're ramping, boys. I can feel it.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Cannot do that. Cannot do that.
Okay. We're chilling. 248 on the fire tick. Spell damage with a shield. Holy.
I cannot do that. I cannot. I cannot do that. I cannot.
No problem. Is this the kind of speed I would like to see in POE2? I'm okay with POE2 being slower paced than the other ARPGs. I don't know, like I'm like a believer in grinding gear games. They are thinking that the way that they've built the game by the time that they're finished with it is the way to go. I mean, I'm inclined to believe them. I think
I cannot do that. Stand down. I cannot do that.
I think by the time that the game launches, it's going to feel really good, and I think it's not going to feel like the other ARPGs, which I consider that to be a good thing. I don't want to play the same shit all the time. I'm really not worried about POE2. Some people are, some people hate it or whatever. I'm not really a hater.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
It's a shit. I'm not a lot of people have accused content creators lately of just like hate farming views or farming drama or whatever. I am really, really trying to not get that label because I don't think I'm like that at all. When things are, you want to know what I do when things are real bad in a game? I make a video and I say, hey, this game did this update. I don't like it, and here's why. I think they should do this instead. And then I go play something else. I'm not very good at being a drama queen, really. If I don't like something, I just don't play it. That's what I do. Yeah, I'm starting to get real strong here, by the way. I keep getting body blocked, man. Cavalier shield. Stupid goblins running the wrong way!
Do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Okay. Very nice. Parrotfish, thank you for the prime, my friend. Appreciate it.
I cannot do that.
All right. Oh, I messed up. Go this way. problem.
I cannot do that. 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 I cannot do that.
Ship will be your tomb.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
My ship will be your tomb.
Hurry. I'll take that as a yes. Get to the radio and give a signal when you're ready.
I cannot do that.
Okay, now is the time to craft for a moment.
It is a wonder I didn't drown in my armor.
You washed it properly. Yeah, I'll only slow you down. Please, go on without me.
Um, okay, there we go.
I cannot.
My guys should be pretty good now. I only have 23 Fizz Res? Never mind, my guy blows. Jesus.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot. Stand down or die. I cannot do that.
Okay.
I cannot do that.
Yeah, I think the ARPG players are definitely an older demographic than a lot of other games. Like, for example,
I cannot do that.
this compared to Fortnite should be night and day difference. We going this way or what? We absolutely are not going this way. Okay, Ivory Wand. That might be way better than mine. Not really. Thought the Ivory Wand might be good. It's not.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
And this is it, guys. Just walk forward and throw javelins. That's it. See? Throw a javelin, walk forward. Throw a javelin, walk forward. Throw a javelin, walk forward. Everybody behind me is dying. You got no chance. Throw a javelin, walk forward. That's it. They will die eventually. Oh, body blocking me? Okay. There's a legendary back there. I don't care. Just keep going. I ain't got no time for legendaries. Okay, I got a lot of level ups here. So let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one.
Hey now, I've seen.
Yeah, I'm starting to get real strong now. Dead instantly. No chance. Don't move on Poison Boy. See Poison Boy? I'm gonna try to stand next to him. Wait, how did that explode on me? Wait, if my swords run over the poison, it explodes on me? My swords? Oh, don't use Rive on this guy. You're standing in my fire, you stupid ass. You see that he stood in the fire.
Slums. She told me of the Emerald Nagasa.
Fizz res, I'll take that.
Tent to slither through the shadows.
Cold res will be good later. What a stupid ass. You see how much of a stupid ass that guy was standing in the fire? Can't believe how stupid that guy was. Hello, Satan. How are you? The unbreakable tower shield of life. That just sounds great. Heretical script of sparks. Block effectiveness, 19 health.
I cannot do that.
Eh.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
You can't do anything to me. I'm too tanky. Can't do anything. Paladin. You know, it's just called being a paladin, guys. Damn it. Alright, let's go gold ring. Gold ring. It's just called being a paladin. You can't do jack shit to me.
I cannot do that.
I don't think I need 2 gold rings. Really wish I wouldn't have thrown away. Really wish I wouldn't have thrown that away. God, I'm stupid. That silver ring that I had. Oh well. God, I'm a stupid ass. Not a birch wand. I need something better than that. Look at these guys. They can't do anything to me. Getting shot by like 1,000 arrows. They can't do anything to me. It's hilarious. God, paladins are so cheap. Paladins are cheap asses. What can I say? Jesus, man. How much could they possibly slow me by? Oh my God. No chance. No chance.
I cannot do that.
I'm a slow piece of shit, but you can't kill me. Paladins are cheating. There's a shrine over there. Let's go get it. Maybe it'll make me run faster. 75% less damage from distant enemies. Okay. Oh, just went backwards. Love that. So those boots suck. How good are these? These are way better, right? Okay. I don't have any potions. Somehow I think I'll be fine. Let's see, though. Ivory wand. I mean, they just can't do anything to me. Can't do anything. So I'm a paladin. Cheating.
About the diamond matrons. You'll regret it.
So normally, we go here, right? Need 5 points there.
Cannot do that. Stand down. I cannot do that.
My guy is a slow-ass piece of shit, but
Ah, yes. May I tear a smile upon you?
I cannot do that. 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 Stand down or die. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
gonna have to spec it a little bit differently than the guide because I don't have the right tree right now. All right, bud, you versus me. Here we go. I'm gonna stand in this, see if it can kill me. Can I bring him in the fire? No problem. Am I bald? Yes, I'm bald. I'm bald and I'm fat. That's why I wear a hoodie, to try to hide it from people.
Ah, yes. May I tear a smile upon you?
Am I being sarcastic about it being tanky? Did you see me just stand in that boss's abilities? I just stood in them. Paladin is literally, no joke, the tankiest character in the game by far. This is the heart. If they're gonna kill me, it's gonna be in this zone. If they're gonna kill me, it's gonna be right here. This is probably the most dangerous zone in the entire campaign. Look at my paladin. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit about this zone. Heartseeker is not out yet. No.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Stand down or die. I cannot. I cannot do that. 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 I cannot do that.
Don't really need a gold ring. Gold ring on any other class is god tier.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Can I just stand in his poison? I'm just going to stand in it, see if it can kill me. I'm just going to stand in his poison. Bro. This. Okay. Elite, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate you. That guy.
I cannot do that.
What a joke, man. They actually can't do anything to me.
The answer quickly. Go to the center of the device and get ready. I'll get us out of here.
You'll go. I will. Hopefully, I will see you soon.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Yeah! I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Yeah! I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Ha! I cannot do that. 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 I cannot do that.
Paladin is just. It's crazy.
Right. If it weren't for you,
It's crazy how much they just don't give a shit about anything. The Paladin is the honey badger of last Epoch.
I cannot do that.
Am I going to restart the cycle or am I going to start in standard? I don't think it is going to be... You're going to see Halley's Comet in the sky when in an ARPG I will choose to play my existing characters over starting over. The whole fun part is starting over. Like, I get the Jim Bobs out there that don't get to play very much and they don't want to make a new character. I get it, but I literally play these games for a living. If I have to play my existing characters, I'm gonna punt Callie off of the deck. That would I can't even explain to you how much that would ruin all the fun.
I cannot do that.
Callie would like to see me try. Callie, the 35-pound border collie. Believe me, Callie tries to wrestle me all the time. We have little wrestling matches. Trust me when I say she has no prayer. Where are the rainbow bobs? Did I pick the wrong thing? No. It's supposed to be rainbow bobs. I didn't even see what that was. What was that? A bandit shield? How good's a bandit shield?
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Here I was.
A forge plate, huh?
Would lead us closer.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Ornate scepter. Is this Bis? Yeah, this is Bis right here.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Got literally the worst stats on it ever.
I cannot do that. 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 I cannot do that.
I will put a guide for exactly this on my channel.
I can.
I will put a guide for exactly this for you. Alright, let's chaos this off. Nope. I hate life. I don't know, like none of this. It's all effing garbage. Hate life.
And when he fled, I saw.
Thank you.
There is an exit near the
I cannot do that.
Hi, Caddy. Hydrahedron has been your most favorite? I mean, I guess take it. Better than nothing, I guess.
Do that. I cannot 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 do that.
Okay, you versus me. Okay, you did zero. You actually did 0 damage to me. Not 1 health point was lost.
You killed her. If we pull this
Yeah, Callie has been acting much better now that she feels better. Okay, so I got a new scepter. This one's got to be good. It's the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. I just don't understand. Jesus.
I cannot do that. 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 I could stand down or die. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot. I cannot do that. 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 This was once a
Mr.
lot,
Sprinkles, Medic,
but now
Good Deets. Thank you so much for the subs and the primes, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for that.
Shouldn't get.
I've heard of your power. Let's see how you face this. Who are you?
I'm just gonna let him hit me. Let's see if he can kill me.
cannot do that. I 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 cannot do that.
Two campaign bosses chain attacking me. I have 0 health pots face tanking them. They can't do shit to me. Oh my god, you guys suck. Jesus, you guys suck.
Cannot do that. This is Solarum. I can see
These guys do less damage than the people who tried to queue against me in Halo 1. And believe me, the Halo 1 people don't fare much better. Jesus, this build is so dumb. It can't do anything to me. 2 bosses standing in all their mechanics, just letting them wail on me. In hardcore with 0 health pots. It doesn't matter. You guys can't do shit to me. You know what's the funniest thing as well? They also do the most damage. In the end game, they also do the most damage. Jesus. Paladin is so dumb. If you guys can't succeed on Paladin, then may the Lord have mercy on your soul. Can't do anything. Oh, I just figured out why they can't do anything to me. I have 69 Fizz Res KEKW. No wonder they can't do anything to me. I'm going to try something really brave. I'm going to try something super brave. I'm going to try to tank the Wengari. The Wengari Leviosa. I'm just going to face tank them and see if they can kill me. For a data point, if I stood still on my Falconer on the Wengari, if I stood still, they would kill me, I'm not even kidding you, in 2 seconds. Maybe not even 2. I would die instantly. Instant death. I'm just going to stand there and see if they can kill me. I'm going to let them both wail on me. God, this build is so cheap. I won't do it. You don't know me very well, buddy. Hold my beer. I was born to face tank stuff I wasn't supposed to face tank. Do I have any vitality ones? Guess I'll take some movement speed. That seems pretty good. Nice. This has literally nothing on it. Love that. That might be the worst ring I've ever seen in my life. Alright, here we go, guys. Dumbest idea ever. I'm going to face tank not one Wengari, both of them. Both Wengari bosses, I'm not going to move. I actually think they will kill me. I do think that they will kill me, but you never know. Maybe? Let's see here. Is there anything I can do here? Anything I can put here that would do anything? Zero potential. All right. Tank both Wengari with 700 health. All right. This is a terrible idea. But we're doing it for science. Yep, no ward either. No ward. Let's see if they can kill me. I'll probably die. They'll probably kill me, but if they don't kill me, then I have no words. No words. Just going for a little stroll here. Okay, people that know the game are saying that I'm not going to be able to tank it. I would guess that they're going to kill me, but you never know. I've tried dumber things. Let's try face tanking this guy. God, you guys suck. You're like 10 archers hitting me. And the boss. God, you guys suck.
I cannot do that.
Think the avalanche will crit me and kill me? Probably. Excuse me, boys. I got some Wengari to go kill. Spriggan branch. Oh, what's that? 40 spell damage? Requires level 47? Jesus! 47? Okay, here we go. First Wengari boss. There's only one here. Ready? I have to take a step back from him to get my javelin going here. Where you going, buddy? You're supposed to be powerful. All right, here we go. Both bosses not moving. I'm gonna let everything hit me. They'll probably kill me, but what if they don't, though? What if they don't, though? Here we go. Not moving. Not moving. Ah! I can't even see. I gotta get both of them on me. There we go. Ooh! Ooh! What the fuck? Oh. Oh, this is so dumb. If I did that on my rogue, it would die in the first little folly thing that fell. I'm dead. Gone. And these guys also do the most damage. It's like, okay. Excuse me?
do that.
You wanna know what's the other funny thing? In my tree, I'm almost entirely spec'd for offense, not defense. That's the hilarious part. Imagine if I spec'd for defense.
I cannot do that.
Paladins are like, I don't know, man. They're so dumb. Look how long they can stand in my fire. Watch this. Boom. Insta-barbecued. They step on it. Tick, 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 tick. Dead. I don't even have a good weapon. I found 2 of the scepters that I needed. Both of them rolled horrifically.
I cannot do that. 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 I cannot do that.
All right, guys. Most challenging boss coming up here, the Icicle boss. Please.
I cannot do that.
No chatting during the boss. I need full concentration. I'll let you know when the boss fight is over. Here we go. Big ass Icicle boss. Okay, it's over. Thank you. Why don't I kill the monsters? Well, almost every monster behind me is dying. I'm almost level 42. If they step in my fire, they're dead. I am killing them.
I cannot do that.
Watch, they chase me, they step in my fire, look behind me, they're dead. They're all dying.
I cannot do that.
I ain't got no time for the monsters, man. We got places to go. I throw a javelin in front of me, and then I run forward, and that's it. Those guys are trying to kill me. I ain't got no time for that. You know what I mean?
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
We throw a javelin, we run forward. That's it.
I cannot do that.
You're alive. And what? But who cares about that? I must deal with Rarity.
I cannot. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Stand down or die. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I mean, it's just so chill. I mean, I don't know, they can't do anything to me.
All that's left is
Just so free.
Oh, tell me more. Mortal Emperor on our journey.
I cannot do that.
Yes. Gods be with you.
I know things are good. All that is left is to take the lance and bless it.
Yes.
Done.
Farewell.
How do I... Yeah, 15 and 15, hated it. Done. I already did a rogue run. Is under 2 hours possible? Yes. On Paladin, I've already done a 159. I already have a 159 on Paladin. I have a 159 on Paladin, and I have a 144 on Rogue. The Rogue run that I just did was 148, but I did 144 yesterday.
Hi, Kenny.
What level am I? 42. Yeah, I have a 144 on Rogue. Yeah, Big Wrench just posted the Paladin guide. I'm still going Rogue, yeah. This is the much better option for hardcore, but most people will go Heartseekers, so I need to play Heartseekers so I can make content for you guys. You need to go potty? You need to go potty? Alright. Okay. Okay. What I was gonna do is I was gonna do more runs, I guess, but I could do something else, which I think you guys would prefer. Do you guys want me to end stream and make a bunch of last Epoch guides for you guys? If I have like the whole afternoon to make them, I can just make them all today and just vomit them out so you can have them. Would you prefer that? Stay live and do it? I mean, I could, but I think that's very tacky. Like, I'm not insulting the content creators that do that, but the content creators that go, hey guys, YouTube voice, and then they record it. That to me, it's okay that they do it. I'm not insulting them, but to me, as an individual, that's so cringe. I can't do it. Like, that's against my religion. Believe it or not, Vince, it would probably be the same speed. You want to know why? I'm just a one-take Andy. I don't care. I hit record and I say, hi, everyone, it's Rax. Here's the thing about it. I don't make a guide on something that I don't know. I literally try it on stream. So what you won't see me do is I'm not going to have a sorcerer leveling guide because I didn't play sorcerer. But most people will play either Sentinel or Rogue. That's going to be almost everybody. And I'll make guides on that, but I'm just a one-take Andy because I hit record and I don't need a piece of paper. I don't write a script. I don't read off of the max roll guide. I don't need it. I know what it is. I think that's one of the biggest problems with some content creators. They make a guide on something that they really haven't played and they actually have no idea what they're talking about. It's very obvious. And it just really hurts their guide, man. If you haven't actually played it, you're kind of doomed. I have an intro to crafting guide. I might have to do a new one. I'll probably do that after the season starts, but I have an intro to, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Rax Crafting Guide Last Epoch. I have a beginner's guide. I wonder how many people have watched this guide. Hi, everyone. 409,000 views. Jesus. That's a lot. Jesus Christ. Hog just raided me. Hog, you piece of shit. I was just ending. No, thanks for the raid, man. Were you playing some Last Epoch? Zizarin said we were fishing. Did you catch anything? Now you're heading home to play Last Epoch. All right, man. Zizarin said yesterday that content creators are a net negative. Do you have a clip of him saying that so I can hear the context of the conversation? How did he say they were a net negative? Like, in what way? Forward-facing sonar? That's cool. I don't even like fishing, but I like watching Hog fish. It's kind of relaxing. In his reaction to the interview yesterday, so he thinks content creators' impact on the creation of games is a net negative. So here's the thing. Here is something that people always say to me that does not apply to me. They apply it to me because they lump all content creators in with it, but it does not apply to me. They say, Rax, all the things that you suggest for making a video game better, in your opinion, you would not say that if you weren't a content creator. And the reason why you wouldn't say that is because when you had a full-time job, when you played soccer, when you lifted, when you had a full-time job, when you were a full-time student like us, you didn't play all day long. And that changes your perspective. I can tell you for a fact, from the bottom of my heart, with absolutely no chance of this being incorrect, that that is not true. I would have given the exact same feedback. You want to know why? When I was playing all day long, when I was not playing all day long, I blasted D3 just as hard. I rated WoW even borderline harder than I stream right now. I played Halo 1 religiously and went to tournaments. Me as a player has not changed at all from when I was not a content creator and to when I'm a content creator. Some people are just blasters. But another thing that people say about me, which I think is absolutely, again, not true, is they lump me in with content creators and they say that, Rax, you can't think like a quote unquote common person or a casual. You don't represent us and you never fight for us and you never suggest anything to make it better. That is, it's just laughable to me. You must actually know nothing about me. You must actually not follow any of my content. You have never gotten the chance to hear the audio of me talking with Blizzard behind the scenes. You would be shocked how much I go to bat for you guys. You would be absolutely shocked. What they do is they hear me talking about a topic for blasters, and then they extrapolate where there is no point to extrapolate from and say that I never care about the casual people and can't defend them or whatever. It's just so much bullshit. It's just such a low IQ statement. But anyway, back to the point. Content creators are a net negative. Here's the thing. If you think about it this way, like back in the 90s, how would you consume video games? You would go to your local GameStop or whatever the hell video game store. You'd purchase one that you think looks cool. You'd go home and you'd play it, and the only thing you have to help you is your little game manual. It doesn't tell you jack shit. There are no walkthroughs. There's no one to watch play it. There's no YouTube videos. There's nothing. You just go home and play it. That was a hell of a lot more fun than what we have today. Everything is min-maxed. Everything has a guide. Everybody speedruns everything. Everything gets solved very quickly. And because there is this open communication in the world, developers are constantly under pressure to deliver a perfect product. If you deliver it with bugs or you deliver it with a super overpowered build, back in the day when you would just take your video game home and put it in your PlayStation, unless you stumble upon the overpowered build yourself, you ain't never going to know about it. Unless you actually like really dig for game breaking bugs, you might not find any. However, when it's on the internet and people make videos about it, every single mistake that you make nowadays as a developer is magnified times 100. And the expectations have gotten very unrealistic. And so in that kind of sense, I agree with Zizrin, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's like content creators' fault. This phenomenon happens because of just open world communication. It's just, it's the same thing. Like I've talked with my friends before. It's the same thing why the divorce rate is so high. It's because of apps like Tinder. You want to know what you used to do? You used to grow up in your hometown. You'd have 100 boys or 100 girls to choose from, to date from. You date one or two of them, and then you just get married to them because that's what your options were. Now you have Tinder. You can literally swipe left or right on like 500 people a day. And you think that, oh, because I have 1,000 million billion options, I should be able to find a better partner. But what it actually does is it makes it way more difficult to ever commit to anything, or you're always looking for grass is greener on the other side, It's actually way worse. It's the same exact phenomenon. I don't think it's content creators' fault. If we all made a pact, everyone put your hand in the middle, Ziz, Woody, put your hand. Okay, we are not going to reveal bugs or make any more guides. Okay, they'll still pop up in one form or another. There's no stopping it. It's the phenomenon of open communication. So I think the best thing that we can do is just try to be quote unquote good content creators. When you purposely stir up drama or bullshit to try to make the developers' lives miserable, when you purposely give feedback to steer the game away from how 90% of the people would like to play it for your own benefit, etc. There's a million examples. Then you're just a shit content creator. As simple as that. That's my opinion on it. You've been married with your husband for 15 years, married for 10, have 2 kids, met in a while. Nice. Like, for example, again, I wouldn't fix it this patch. It's too late. But there is, like, there does seem to be already a little bit of a problem that I would give feedback to EHG on. It looks like Paladins just rule in every way. It looks like Paladins are just like unstoppable tanks of death, and they do the most damage. It's like I'm not even advising them on how to nerf Paladins, but Paladins can't be the tankiest and the strongest. It's like my Heartseeker rogue has no chance of surviving anything. And it doesn't do more damage than this. It's just like, excuse me? Doesn't it lack in speed of clearing? I mean, not really. It's maybe not as fast as Heartseeker, but it's not slow. My guy is slow, but it won't be slow. By the way, I just noticed something. Am I streaming on YouTube? I am. I don't know when this happened, but somehow the YouTube chat has failed. How long have I not been able to see the YouTube chat? Oh, God. It's been a while. I think it's been at least 30 minutes. Why does this happen? Why does it shut off in the middle of my effing stream? God, I hate life. God, YouTube hates me. Sorry, YouTube. I don't know what happened. It shut off like 30 minutes ago. YouTube hates me. I deserve it. What's better, Judgment, Paladin, or Warpath, Void Knight? I think overall Judgment's going to hit harder, but Warpath is probably more face roll. It's just spin to win. I'm going to play Heartseeker Rogue. Okay, so there's one thing that we need to decide here. So let's see the guides that I'm going to make here. So I'm going to make Heartseeker leveling. So this is as a falconer. I need to make Paladin leveling. As a Paladin. I'm going to make a campaign speedrun. And then tips. I'm going to teach you how to fry in the campaign. And then I'm going to make a video to try to help EHG. I'm going to make a video called something like why you should try Last Epoch. I want to try to help them out. I'm going to make that. Now, later, after the season starts, I'm going to update my loot filter. I can't do it until the season starts. This is going to be after. So let's make it a different color. And then I will make the Heartseeker endgame guide. Crafting. I can make a crafting guide. It'll have to be after when I see the new crafting and updated crafting guide. Yeah. Yep. So let's see. Today is the 14th. So I guess I have to release. I'll release probably this one and this one on 4/15. And then I'll do this one and this one on 4/16. Farm the POE2 Doomers. I'm gonna explicitly start off with this is the point of this video is not to shit on other ARPGs. I want to talk in a vacuum about Last Epoch and the cool things that they've done and why you might actually want to come play. Maybe I will do comparisons to the other games, but the idea is not to insult the other games. We've had enough negativity about everything. I'm fucking sick of it, man. I don't want to be negative. Yeah, I just leveled up a Paladin. You mean, am I going to make a Paladin next season? I will stay Heartseeker until I kill Uber Aberoth, but I have heard that Uber Aberoth is like impossible, like impossibly hard. So I don't know. Maybe I won't be able to beat it with Heartseeker. I don't know. I always play SSF in Last Epoch. I've never played Merchant's Guild. I'm going to go hardcore SSF, but I have no chance of surviving no matter how well I play because I'm going marksman. Marksmen don't survive. They just die. So my goal is to die in rank 1. I'd like to be in first place when I die. That's the only reasonable goal I can go. If I went Paladin, then I could try to survive the whole time. Stop being negative when shit keep floating. They got you in their trap by make you need to be positive so they continue to be bad. Are there any paramedics in chat? Someone just had a seizure. Am I gonna make guides on the best starter builds for season 2? Right here. Yes. Yes. Rax, will you make guides? What made me pick Heartseeker? Oh, they did a demo of what Heartseeker looks like. I was never gonna go. I was gonna go Paladin, and then I saw Heartseeker on the demo. I'm like, "Yep, I'm doing that." And then everyone in chat was just spamming, "Oh, going Heartseeker. Screw it." Heartseeker is kind of. Oh yeah, I know, Danny. I'm just messing with you. It's all good. Do I sound mad? Believe me, I'm not mad. Everyone who saw Heartseeker, they're like, excuse me, sir. It's like you shoot arrows that are on crack. They just fly around everywhere and kill everything. I mean, we have to do that. Am I going to update the loot filter after the patch? You live and die by that filter? Yes. I have to do it after the patch, though. Where do I think it gets complicated with last Epoch build-wise? You can make your own builds in last Epoch, and they will work way better than in a game like POE1, for example. You can definitely experiment, make your own builds, and they'll kind of work decently. It's not going to be anything like min-max like Maxwell will make you, but you can definitely make your own builds if that's your thing. I would say it's kind of in the middle. It's not easy, but it's not super hard either. It's just in the middle. Like you put time into it, you read, you try stuff, it'll work. LE Tools has 1.2 stuff, even loot filter planning. If it does, maybe we can start making the loot filter tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to raid somebody. And I'm going to go work on all these guides. I'll do more speed runs tomorrow. And remember, guys, there's also, it's kind of bad timing, but the day after last Epoch releases, Torchlight releases, and a bunch of streamers are sponsored to do a 4-hour race for World First. So just preparing you guys. I can see the pitchforks being raised already. We have to play Torchlight for 4 hours. It's gonna be fine. Torchlight is fun. And then we will go back to last Epoch, okay? We're gonna lose 4 hours. I know. I can yep, I can hear it. I can hear the pain already. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. Torchlight Infinite. They have a new not gonna do any pay to win, not gonna spend any money. I'm gonna play free to play. I'm gonna try to kick everybody's ass. Yeah, it's 4 hours. I know. I know. A lot of streamers are going to be playing it. I'm trying to prepare, trying to like spread the anger out over the next couple of days rather than getting hit by it in one. Yeah, I know. It's 4 hours. I'm just going to, I know Torchlight pretty well. I've actually played it a lot. I'm going to go 1,000 miles an hour through the campaign. Yeah, Milky is gonna win. Yeah, probably. Milky's gonna shit on everybody, probably. You're getting bald. Any tips? Actually, surprisingly, I don't really have any tips because I'm actually not bald or going bald. So I'm actually not the person to ask. Prove it. You should have tuned into my stream in October where I took my hoodie off for 24 hours. You should have been there. It's not a me problem, it's a you problem. I took my hoodie off for 24 hours. You missed it. I have to do a hot tub stream, so you get another chance. Okay, let's find somebody to raid. Let's find somebody. Oh, I know who we're raiding. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're going to raid one of the best players at this game, a really good friend of mine. He's also a super godly Diablo 4 player. If Diablo 4 would ever make a comeback. Make sure I spell his Twitch name right. We're going to raid McFluffin. This guy he's real good at last Epoch. You're going to like him a lot. He's real good at last Epoch. Better than me. Thank you so much for the subs and the primes, guys. Appreciate you. I'm going to go make guides for you guys. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. The Heart Seeker guide, leveling guide, will be out tomorrow morning. And then a positive video about last Epoch. And then we do Paladin leveling, and then a campaign speedrun guide, a loot filter, Heartseeker endgame, da 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 da. Have a great night, guys.